So just like how you can upgrade your license online, you pay for the e-license online. When you get the license, because it's a temporary license, same way. You have different license. I think it's 3 days, the 3 months, and the year.
Okay.
Right? Each one have its own fee.
Okay.
Right? So when you already receive that email that you are approved for the license, you just get its own fee. That email that you go and you pay for that. So you pay for that license is for you to print it or take a screenshot of it. Because when the police pull you over, we must see that license.
Okay.
When you present that license, you must present it also with an ID, a valid ID. Right? So the police in the traffic stop, you pull you over, you must be able to pull up that license.
Okay.
Right? Some people print it and cut it out and leave it in the vehicle. Some people present it on the phone.
So the phone is acceptable.
Right? For the e-license, just the e-license.
Not the regular
you
license.
cannot take your physical license and take a picture and present it to the police.
Officers. Okay, got you.
Right?
Okay.
'Cause we will see that it is an e-license.
Okay,
That's
understood.
the electronic license. That's what we will see.
Okay.
So we will accept the screenshot or the email pull up on the phone because it's an electronic license. But the law says for your physical license, you must present it to the officer immediately or it's a ticket, table offense.
All right.
Right? While we're on the website we have media. We see everything for the police. Right? So we're asking you kindly to keep an immediately or it's a ticket, table offense. Put it there also. So everything we do, we still use social media. So even though we put it on our website, we send it on our Facebook, we send it on WhatsApp and stuff like that. Right? So you can be aware of that. On that site, you see photos of things that the police do.
Okay.
Right? The invention team and all of those. Everything that we do, we place on that website.
Okay.
Right? So if you can't find it on the police Facebook, you will find it on that website. The website also have the contact information and stuff for the relevant persons. So if you need to contact someone, the email and contacts to another person who applies for the license, if that person is one bona fide visitor of the state, right? You must be a visitor. So a local person cannot receive a temporary license, right? So you can't come up there and say, I come by a temporary license, right? We give foreigners, well, locals that live overseas temporary license, right? But you must state that you do not live into the Federation.
Okay.
Right?
What proof? Because what if somebody tries to trick the system, right? What proof? Yeah, the American license is the proof?
Yes.
What if they live here and they just have an American license and want to get a temporary
Well, you
license?
must travel back to renew the license to get the physical license. Because when you do come to us, we don't take an electric copy of an overseas license. And when we do, most of us, we check your passport. You have to present your passport.
That's what I was asking.
Right?
I wanted to see.
No,
if
that's what I said.
Okay.
When you come to do the temporary, you have to present your passport, and your overseas license.
Oh. And I heard of the overseas license, but I was just trying to say, that's why I say, what if somebody's living here, have an American license, and just keep getting temporary?
We will have to check. We will check the passport to see when you came into the country.
All right.
So if you're here for 2-3 years, you won't be able to get one.
Okay.
We will ask you to go and get the permit and do the whole process over.
Okay, got you. Have you had any trouble with the temporary license?
Any trouble? Meaning?
People trying to trick you out or an enormous amount of accidents, no?
With temporary license, people try. They come with the fake license from overseas and stuff. But we have a book with all the license in the world. So even if you bring the license, we check it to make sure that it's a valid license.
Okay, got you.
So you can't just come and make up a license and bring it. Right? If we're not sure, we go to that book and we open it and we take a look to verify.
Okay.
But that would take some time, I would assume,
Yes.
because it's
Right?
a big volume.
It will keep you there a little longer.
Okay.
So we have it stated by countries, right? So the license gonna have on which country it's from.
Okay.
So we just go into that book, we look for the country, and then we place the license and we back check it, make sure the layout is the proper way, right? Because sometimes when you do make the fake license, something and the physical license, we don't take online or even a photo, right? Even when the police pull you over on the road, he should not be accepting a photo of your license.
I remember Sergeant Henry saying,
Yes.
don't bother with that.
Because when we pull you over with your license, even those with temporary license, right?
Yeah.
You have to present an ID with the temporary license so we can verify the name and everything that is you. Because our temporary do not have on a picture. The e-license, we can check the photo, but the temporary license do not have on a picture.
That's just the pink.
Yes, it's a pink or yellow.
Okay.
Right? So we have to have an ID to verify that is you.
Okay, got you.
Right? So you must present those. If you fail to present the temporary, right, but you present the overseas license, that you can get a ticket for that also.
Fine. How much is that ticket for persons who may be listening and coming to the Federation for whatever reason?
The ticket is $150.
And that's easy?
Yes.
Okay, all right.
Right. It's a small fee to pay. Right.
Maybe you had $150 to somewhere. So avoid all of that by doing the right thing, 55 US.
Well, that is why we're here, to educate people to avoid them from paying. Some people will watch you and tell you, officer, just give me the ticket. Right? Just so.
Because they have 55 US to give
because they want to give the government some money. Right? So that is
Do you think they really want to give the government some money, or they just caught so they just decide let me pay it?
No, that is the only reason. Because you're going to tell me, right, that you're going to have money, you're going to have your passport and all kind of stuff with you, but you don't have your driver's license, and you're going to drive, right?
You know, us human beings like to take risk.
But that's unnecessary risk, because you don't know when the police is going to stop you.
Exactly.
We don't send out a warning to say we're going to stop people today, right? So your driver's license, and it's very, very, very often that we don't carry our driver's license, right? I don't know why we don't like to carry it, but we have all our IDs with us, except with driver's license. Why? Some people use the excuse that, oh, I left it in the other vehicle, or I left it in the... Ladies like to say, it's in my other purse, right? But I don't understand, right? You go, you're changing your bag, but yeah, make sure you have your license.
Oh, boy.
Right? We don't get honestly, we don't get some weird excuses, right? And I try to tell people, stop lying. If you know you don't have it. But what if you
honestly, because as you rightfully said, right, we change so many bags as women. What if we honestly forgot it?
But you're driving.
Yeah,
right?
You got a point. But if we honestly forget it, because we were rushing and we thought we put it back in the...
No, you can't touch, you put back something in your bag, right?
We could hope that we did.
No, you're driving.
I got you, I got you.
You're going to leave your house to go into your vehicle. That is why we ask you to leave a copy of your insurance in the vehicle, right? So just like how you leave a copy, you can leave your ID in there also, especially sometimes, you know, it's your only vehicle. You keep it in the envelope, so when you pull over, you just pull out the envelope with everything in it, isn't it?
Okay.
Right? So we get a lot of that. A lot of people pulling out documents and expired, and then they say, Lord Officer, sorry, I gave the wrong insurance, right? Because they have these lot of documents in the vehicle. When they just clean the vehicle, have what you need in the vehicle, right? It's very simple. It's not just women does it, both men does the same thing.
I understand.
Right? Yes. So we are asking kindly about the signs, right? Please.
But isn't there 2 signs up at Ace? Is for you to see coming either way? Because I was wondering the other day, because I didn't get the time to pay much attention. Because there's one when you're going up to TDC, and then there
I have the speed limit sign up there also.
Oh, so those are
right?
the 2.
Yes.
Okay.
You have speed limit to inform you about the speed limit.
Okay.
And you have a sign when you come out, you can't turn one direction.
Okay.
You only can turn one section.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
So when you come out, you only can come to back
Because I see
direction.
2, but I didn't get to pay attention to the second one, which is the one just above the one that was.
And turn one section.
Okay.
Right? So when you come out, you only can come to back
Because I see
direction.
2, but I didn't get to pay attention to the second one, which is the one just above the one that was always there. Okay. Run them around so people don't think that. Run them around so people don't think that. If I remember correctly, I don't know if you know the street where, is it Nightingale in?
Traffic department.
Okay. All right.
Traffic department.
Okay. All right.
And so that had to be last week that you saw that. Yes.
Yeah. So I was just making sure because, I'm
just can cause an accident because you're gonna wait for the road to be totally clear, right? To
studio and for.
Qualify, switch to Digicel. Activated 3-day plan qualify, switch to Digicel. Activated 3-day plan higher. Pay your bill in full. Sign up for postpaid or a new Digicel Plus internet package. Stay connected, keep enjoying the best service, and get ready to win. 20 years strong, and we're just getting started. Visit a Digicel